last obligatory topic that we cover every week for some reason or another is just Marco Rossi's existence. Like the guy just keeps on performing. He keeps on producing. He keeps on doing the thing. I genuinely am lost as far as where he fits into things. Like it should be a no-brainer decision to bring him back. Every hint we're getting from Russo and Joe is like Guerin may not feel the same way. I at this point, I don't know what more the poor kid can prove. And if he does get traded, it better be for like a very reasonable, commensurate return. Like if we sell short on him, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, obviously I'm not ready to just assume that it won't happen. But I mean, like you said, I don't really know what more this kid has to prove. I mean, he's got 47 points already this year. He's 2 goals away from tying last year's obvious career high, but like he is doing it in every situation at 5v5. Like he's on the ice, you know, like again, in every situation. It's crazy too, the fact that you've got like a 5'9" center who's not the most fleet of foot, which like usually automatically that's like going to make your life incredibly difficult playing center in the National Hockey League. But like last year obviously steps up, performs big time, and it was like, all right, how much better is there going to, like, how much better can we see, or how big of a step can he take? Like honestly, like coming into the year, I was like, hey, if he puts up 25 and 35, that's going to be amazing. Right now, he's in 56 games, he got 19 and 28. Like, given the limitations just in terms of like his overall profile and build as a player, like what he is doing is incredibly impressive. And like again, this is something maybe we'll talk about more the other I guess the fellowship episode, but like with the prospects they have right now and like young players that are be coming in, there is an interesting kind of like group of players where it's like maybe you don't look at any one of them as like a prototypical first line center, but first of all, you got someone like Kaprizov, who absolutely is the primary offensive driver on whatever line he plays on. Boldy can do it. People are very mad at him. The way the last like however many games have gone, but like they also are able to just do it by committee, and they do have plenty of players who can, like again, like trying not to say too much about the interview with Wheeler, but like one of the things that Wheeler brought up was like when you look at a guy like Danil Yurov, like where his play took off as a center in the KHL the last 2 years, like is he your prototypical number one center? Probably not. But at the same time, like they realistically do have like either here now or in their pipeline several guys you would probably profile as a really good 2C. And again, with like the talent level they have at the wings and how much offense they can get, like those like driving offense, like in every position. And you've got, again, a guy like Yurov can play all 3-4 positions. Like, they have a way to do it by committee that not many, like, there's not a whole lot of prospect pools or just, like, teams with young players, like, that diverse as far as skill sets go. So for me, like, it's crazy to think, like, yeah, we're not really sure if Rossi's going to hit like first line center production as far as like your prototypical first line center in the NHL. Let's go take a big swing in free agency at like a 28, 29-year-old guy for like 8-9 million a year. Like that's like, it's silly to me to just like do that. Like that's even more risky, especially when like with where they're at, some of the contracts they've already signed the next couple of years, while the cap is going up, they're still locked into a couple. Like, I don't know what a bridge deal for Marco Rossi would look like, but if it's not going to be like ridiculously tilted in his favor, I don't know how you don't just do that. Like, it's crazy to me. So I don't know. Like he has just been unbelievable from start to finish this year, and it's again like even games where like he might have a rough first 2 periods, he gets sat down for a few shifts. The next shift, he does something like every time. It's like it's unbelievable. And again, like 47 points this year, only 10 of those on the power play. Like he's just doing it regardless of who he's playing with, whatever situation he's in. And it's not like he's just like getting empty net goals. Like he is tying goals or tying games late. Like he is on the ice in every situation. Like he's giving you a little bit of everything. So, I mean, and he's still super young. So like you got to think there's even more there still. So I don't know. If they're selling, they better be selling fucking high. That's true, Cole. That's true. Rossi for D'Angelo.
Who's the better goal scorer?
D'Angelo right now. For Minnesota is a goal per game guy.
Cosgrove, Rossi plus Ogren, and 2026 first for Pettersson. Depending on which Pettersson we're talking about, I think the Canucks say no thank you. Now, if it's defensive stalwart Elias Pettersson, I think they say yes.
Obviously.
I think Pettersson's in a different tier. I think it would take more, and I don't think that Guerin has the stomach for that big of a contract with some of the things he's still trying to sort out. But I would not be mad if he was traded for. I'd be very okay with it.